What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be installing rock lights, and we decided to go with Mictuning. This is one of the best rock lights that you could buy. They have their own app. A lot of other companies share a generic kind of app and it just doesn't work, and this one does. It's red, green, blue, white, and it mixes colors, and you can use their app to do all kind of cool things like dance to music. So we're going to install that. This is an 8-pack. Normally with 8 rock lights you would install 2 per tire, like one here. But the bad thing with that is all under your truck is dark. So you have bright spot, dark, and then be bright. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna put 1 rock light in the center of the tire, and then we're gonna find a way to mount 2 under here on the frame rail. We're gonna go to Lowe's and try to figure something out. Something like this, a piece of metal. We'll bend it and mount a rock light, but this is too small. And then get some self-tapping screws and then put that to the frame. So we're gonna go to Lowe's first, see what we can find to figure out how to install this. So stay tuned and let's get this installed.
Alright, we just got back from Lowe's and we bought some electrical cover plates. We also bought some self-tapping screws and some numbers for the mailbox, since the Amazon people keep delivering our packages to the wrong house. So let's get started with the truck and installing the rock lights.
Alright, so Tyler's gonna knock out all the holes. That's good. Now flip it over and you just kind of wiggle it and bend it out. You might need some pliers. So after that, we're going to use this as a template and just mark the holes so we know where to drill. And it comes with 8 rock lights. You got 4 wrapped like this. These are the shorter ones, and you have 4 long ones to go to the back. So make sure you don't get those mixed up. And also you have a switch. The instructions show that you can install it without the switch, but there's no way because the switch is wired in right here, and it was to be where you use the app. So I'm gonna just go ahead, I'll take this off, run this through the firewall, and then one day I'll mount this in a good spot inside the truck. So you getting those?
Yeah.
All right, we got one drilled out, so we're gonna use it as a template, put it on top, and we'll just mark it. We'll mark all the remaining 3 and then drill those out. And this should work. That way we could angle it. We have a vise over here that we can use to get the right angle on it. That's the best thing that we could find at Lowe's. Okay, we started out by running the wire with the switch, and you know how it branched off. So we got these wires that's going to go to the battery. I'm gonna just set that there now. We ran one to the cab through this little grommet. So that's where the switch is, and the other, where it split off, is going to run over to the control board for the rock lights. So let me show you where I'm going to mount that. All right, we're under the truck on the driver's side, and here's the wire that goes to the little control module for the rock lights. And I think I'm going to mount it right on this piece. This will be good, tucked away or hidden. And this is a little drop down part of the, I don't know what you frame, I guess. So my self-tapping screws will go right into here, and that way I can just run all my wires from here, and then whatever wires I have left over, I can just wind them up and zip tie them to this. Keep everything neat and clean. So let's start running all the rock lights and get this job knocked out. Okay, I got my short wired rock light. I already had this fender liner off from doing a lift kit. So you have a flat back kind and a curved. I think the curved is going to be the best for this one, but I'm gonna mount it right here. So I'm gonna drill a hole and then run the wires through it. You need that hole big enough to fit this through. And it makes it so much easier with the rock light, with the fender well off. Next we'll drill some little holes right there for the bolts. This one installed. It's got a little slight angle that's going to stick out. That's what the back side looks like. You got 2 washers. So the hard part on this one is to keep it off the exhaust pipe. Here's the exhaust. So I think I'm going to run it on this side of the air conditioning drain, and then try to go down the frame and then jump over to the little control box. Alright, this is what our little setup looks like to mount it under here. For this one, we're going to mount like this and then bend this out on a 45. And then over here, we're gonna probably have to mount this one this way and then bend it in to a 45. So that's how we're gonna do that. And we just measured the truck out and kind of divided it up into thirds to where we're gonna mount it. Here we're gonna see if our little contraption's gonna work. Got the 2 holes drilled out here. Let's see, where is it at? It's about somewhere right here. So I got that drilled. I got it bent slightly on a 45. So we'll have to adjust it as we get it set up. But I just hope there's gonna be enough light for each tire.
Alright, so we got this whole side of the truck finished. We got this light mounted, but we just gotta put the wheel liner on now. We got this light angled, that way it'll shine some light out here. And this one was a little bit more difficult, and we got all the wires connected to where it needs to go.
Yeah, I see the frame is on an angle going up, so we had to bend this on an angle and mount it a little different. We're still gonna have to probably adjust it a good bit, that way the light comes out just right.
And this one is 100% done. It just needs about 1 or 2 more screws, but this is finished. And you're definitely gonna wanna stay tuned till the end so we can play some Christmas music and maybe shine it on red and green since it's almost Christmas time.
Yep, so let's get on the other side and get this project knocked out.
All right. Alright, we just finished the rock lights. We just have a little bit more touch-ups to do, but they were actually fairly easy to install. They just took a little bit of time, and we're going to pull the truck outside when it gets dark outside, but it's still kind of light right now, so I'll get back to you when it gets dark. Alright guys, it's finally dark out. I'm going to get in the truck and back it out and test out the rock lights and see how they work. Alright, we haven't found where to mount the switch to the rock lights yet, but right now, the switch is right here. We're thinking about probably mounting it like probably right here or something, but we haven't figured that out yet. But now let's just back the truck out, that way it's in the dark, and see how they look. Alright, so here is the lights in the dark. I think they look really good and we did an amazing job. I like how we tilted it where it comes out this way. It looks really good. Here is this side. I definitely recommend these lights, and me and my dad are still trying to figure out the app and how you could use the lights to the beat of the music, We should get that figured out soon. But I think these lights look really good. And I can't wait to show my dad when he gets home from work tomorrow. But I definitely recommend these lights. And I think they're totally worth to buy. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope you like how the rock lights turned out. If you have any questions, just give us a comment down below. Or shoot us an email. And if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram at Swamp Boys Garage. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time.